Chosen one. Heaven has pressed pause on everything else, so you could hear this very moment. This is not coincidence. This is not chance. You were pulled into this space because God Himself ordained it. You have passed through trials that others could not withstand. You survived what tried to kill you. And now, this word comes as a seal upon your destiny. You are marked, set apart, and lifted above the ordinary. Listen carefully, because many scroll, many hear, but few are chosen to truly see. You are not like the rest. You are not here to blend in. You are heaven's assignment walking on earth. That is why life felt heavier on your shoulders than on those around you. That is why you carried battles in silence, while others around you lived carefree. You were in training, though you did not know it. The very pain that almost broke you was never wasted. Every night you cried alone, every door that slammed in your face, every friendship that ended in betrayal, none of it was by accident. These were weights crafted to strengthen your spiritual muscle. You kept standing even when no one applauded you. You kept walking even when the road felt like wilderness. You passed the test of endurance. And because you passed, you are now being crowned with access into places you never imagined. Chosen one. The heavens have seen the strength of your spirit. You thought you were forgotten, but heaven was writing down every tear you cried. The silence you felt from God was not abandonment, it was the sound of training. Just like a teacher grows silent during the final exam, so your father grew quiet while watching you prove yourself. You passed. Even when you thought you failed, there were moments you almost surrendered. There were moments when you whispered, "God, I cannot carry this anymore." Yet you still got up. You still breathed. You still walked forward. That resilience was proof of the divine seed inside you. Darkness tried to bury you, but it only planted you. What others thought was your grave was actually your garden. Now you are rising, not by your own strength, but because heaven decreed it. As the Apostle Paul charges in the book of Philippians, chapter 1, verse 6, "He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ." So, what must you do now? Lift your head high. Step boldly into the identity heaven already declared over you. You are not a victim, you are victorious. You are not forgotten, you are chosen. You are not weak, you are strengthened by fire. The world may not understand, but you were never meant to be understood by the world. You were designed to stand out, to disrupt darkness, to carry the flame of God into every place your feet touch. Chosen one, this is the moment where you respond to the call. If this word is burning in your spirit, do not keep silent. This is your time to rise, to declare your alignment with the heavens. If you feel this, then I urge you like, share, and subscribe right now so that this word can reach more chosen ones like you. And in the comments, type the number 777 as a prophetic act, sealing your agreement with this heavenly announcement. Your test is over. Your season of proving is done. You have been weighed in the balance, and heaven has found you faithful. Now, beloved, step forward, because the crown is already resting upon your head. Chosen one, the weight you carried was not ordinary. Others looked at you and could not understand why life seemed heavier for you than for them. They thought you were weak. But what they did not realize was that heaven had trusted you with battles most would collapse under. Every tear you shed in silence. Every night you lay awake questioning your own worth. Every season when you felt like a stranger, even among friends, all of it was recorded in heaven's book. The truth is this: you were never meant to walk an easy road. The easy road does not produce warriors. The soft path does not raise torchbearers. You were chosen for endurance. And that means you had to be placed in the fire of trial. When others quit, you remained. When others turned bitter, you kept your heart alive. And though it nearly broke you, that endurance became the very evidence of who you are. You must see, beloved, that the rejection, betrayal, and abandonment you experienced were not punishments. They were signs that heaven set you apart. When people walked away, it was not because you were worthless, but because the weight of your calling made them uncomfortable. When friends betrayed you, it was not because you lacked value, but because they could not carry the mystery of who you are. You carried more than they could comprehend, and so heaven allowed them to leave. Think back to the moments you whispered in prayer, "Why me? Lord, why this much pain?" Heaven's answer was always hidden in your survival. You carried storms that should have drowned you. You carried loneliness that should have crushed you. And yet, here you are, still breathing, still standing. You were never forsaken. You were being strengthened. The prophet Isaiah declared in the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 31, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles." Chosen one, the weight you carried is the proof of your anointing. If you were ordinary, you would have broken long ago. If you were just like everyone else, the darkness would have crushed you without resistance. But you are not ordinary, and that is why the battle was extraordinary. Do not despise the heaviness you once felt, for it has become your testimony. Now, look closely at your scars. They are not shame. They are not evidence of defeat. They are proof that you endured what others could not. The scars on your soul, the invisible wounds in your heart, these are your credentials in the kingdom of heaven. You were weighed with pressure, but you were not destroyed. You were bent, but never broken. You carried weight others dropped at the first sign of struggle. And this reveals the depth of your calling. You must also understand this: the weight was never only about you. Heaven trusted you to carry it because you were strong enough to survive it, but also because your survival would become light for others. There will be those who come after you, carrying the same burdens, and they will look at your life as proof that they too can endure. Your story will be the strength of many. Your survival was not just for your crown, but for their awakening. So now, chosen one, do not regret the weight you carried. It was heavy because your destiny is heavy. It was painful because your calling is great. And now, that very weight has been transformed into glory. You no longer walk under its burden. You rise, carrying the authority it produced. Heaven smiles upon you, for you endured what others could not even imagine. Chosen one, rejection was never a sign of your failure. It was the final test of your separation. You wondered why you could not fit in, why the same circles that welcomed others seemed to push you away. But heaven did not design you to blend in. From the beginning, you were marked to stand apart, and that separation had to be proven in fire. When people misunderstood you, heaven was watching. When those you trusted chose to speak against you, heaven was measuring your response. This was not to humiliate you, but to refine you. The pain of rejection carved away the parts of you that still craved approval. It stripped you from the need to be validated by men, so that your confidence could rest only in God. Think back to the moments you felt invisible, like your presence was overlooked, like your voice was silenced. Do you realize that those moments were heaven's classroom? Because chosen one, you cannot carry divine authority while still longing for earthly applause. The test of rejection was meant to teach you that you are not here to be celebrated by the crowd, but to be recognized by the King. It hurt deeply. Did it not? The betrayal of those closest to you cut like a sword. The silence of those who should have stood with you felt like abandonment. But hear this truth: their rejection was your redirection. Every person who turned their back on you unknowingly pushed you into the arms of destiny. Every voice that rose against you was unknowingly preparing the stage for your unveiling. The Apostle Peter reminds us in the first letter of Peter, chapter 5, verse 10, "And the God of all grace, who called you to his eternal glory in Christ, after you have suffered a little while, will himself restore you and make you strong, firm and steadfast." Chosen one, the rejection you endured was temporary, but the restoration that follows is eternal. Those who left will see that you did not collapse. Those who doubted you will witness how God himself makes you strong. You must see this clearly. Rejection was heaven's confirmation. If the world had embraced you easily, you would have grown comfortable. If people had always celebrated you, you would have mistaken applause for purpose. But because you were set apart, you had to walk roads that others could not follow. That was not punishment, it was evidence of your distinction. Even now, the same presence that caused some people to walk away is the presence that terrifies darkness. Your very light unsettles those who are not aligned with your calling. Some could not remain near you because your anointing exposed what they tried to hide. Others could not understand you because heaven has not revealed to them what you carry. And so they pushed you away, not realizing they were confirming your chosenness. So how should you respond? Beloved, do not chase those who left. Do not mourn the tables where your chair was pulled out. Do not waste your energy explaining yourself to people who were never meant to see you. Instead, lift your eyes to heaven and thank God that He separated you early. For now, you are free to walk boldly into what He designed for you without the weight of wrong attachments. And now, chosen one, I invite you to affirm this truth with your own voice. In the comments, type "I am chosen," not as mere words, but as a declaration. By writing it, you are breaking the agreement with rejection and stepping into the identity heaven declared over you. You are not abandoned, you are chosen. You are not cast aside, you are marked. You are not misunderstood, you are set apart for eternal glory. Let this act seal your spirit today, while others scrolled past. You are here, aligning with destiny. Your test of rejection has been passed. Now your restoration begins. Chosen one, the silence of God was the heaviest test you endured. You prayed, but the heavens seemed shut. You cried out, but there was no answer. You searched for a sign, yet all you saw was emptiness. That silence pierced deeper than rejection, for it made you wonder if even God had turned away from you. But hear this truth: silence is not absence. Silence is training. Every warrior must learn to hear beyond words. Every prophet must discern beyond noise. Every chosen one must endure a season where heaven seems still, not to abandon them, but to sharpen them. When a teacher is quiet during an exam, it is not because the teacher has left the classroom. It is because the test must be taken in silence. So it was with you, beloved. The silence of God forced you to look inward. It pressed you to discover what you really believed. Were you following for the blessings, or for His presence alone? Were you serving because of answered prayers, or because your spirit could not deny Him? Silence separated the shallow from the steadfast. And you, chosen one, proved steadfast. Think about those nights when you whispered prayers into the dark and received nothing but the echo of your own voice. Heaven was not mocking you. Heaven was strengthening you. The silence was sculpting your faith into steel, for faith that relies on feelings is fragile. But faith that endures silence is unbreakable. The Apostle Paul affirms in the second letter to the Corinthians, chapter 12, verse 9, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Do you see? When you felt weakest, grace was at work. When you heard nothing, power was being perfected. The silence did not mean God left you. It meant grace was filling every crack in your soul. Chosen one. Understand this. Silence prepared you for clarity. Had God spoken in every moment, you would have grown dependent on constant signs. But by withholding sound, He taught you to trust His heart even when you could not hear His voice. That is the highest level of intimacy, to remain faithful even when you cannot feel His hand. Do not despise those silent seasons. They were holy ground. They were the chambers where heaven stripped away distractions. They were the nights where your spirit learned to breathe in faith alone. While others fainted in silence, you endured. That is why now, when you enter noisy storms, you carry an unshakable calm. Silence trained you to anchor deep. You may not have realized it then, but while you thought nothing was happening, roots were growing. Just like a seed beneath the soil makes no sound, yet pushes deep roots in secret, so did your soul stretch downwards in silence. And now, because of those roots, you can stand tall without being toppled. Others see only your strength today, but heaven remembers the hidden silence that built it. Chosen one, there will be more storms, more trials, more moments where the voice of God seems distant. But now you know what that means. It is not abandonment. It is refinement. You do not panic in silence anymore, because you carry proof that silence produces power. The same God who was quiet was still guiding every step, still guarding your breath, still shaping your destiny. So, beloved, hold this truth. Silence was never rejection. Silence was proof of trust. God trusted you enough to let you walk without constant reassurance, because He knew you would not fall away. That is the testimony of the chosen. You endure even when the heavens are still. Chosen one. Now it is revealed. The final test was never about how strong you appeared, but about whether you would hold on when everything in you wanted to let go. There were moments when surrender looked easier than endurance. There were nights when compromise seemed safer than obedience. Yet, even when your body shook and your heart broke, you did not give in. That was the final test, and you passed. You see, heaven never measures strength the way the world does. People look at appearances, but God looks at the choice in the secret place. The test was not about what you could do when things were easy. It was about what you would do when you felt empty, weary, and unseen. When the enemy whispered, "Give up," you whispered back, "I will not." That single whisper was the roar of victory in heaven. Think carefully. Many start, but few finish. Many lift their hands when the blessing flows, but their hands fall when the storm arrives. Yet you, beloved, kept standing when the storm surrounded you. That is why you are here now, hearing these words not by accident, but as confirmation. You have proven yourself faithful. The Apostle Paul assures us in the book of Ephesians, chapter 3, verse 20, "Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us." It was not your own willpower that brought you through, but his power at work inside you. And now, because you endured, that same power is about to overflow into every part of your life. Chosen one. Think of the times you could have chosen bitterness, yet chose forgiveness instead. That was part of the test. Think of the times you could have turned back to old patterns, yet you pressed forward instead. That was part of the test. Think of the moments when silence pressed hard against your faith, yet you trusted anyway. That was the test, and every time you resisted despair, heaven recorded your obedience. Now, hear me clearly, what comes next is different. You will no longer be hidden in the shadows of trial. You are stepping into the unveiling of your reward. The test is behind you, and the reward is before you. That is why heaven pulled you here today, to tell you that your waiting was not wasted. And beloved, because this word is a divine marker for you, I invite you to let it go further than just your own heart. Share it. There is someone else out there who is still in the middle of their own final test. Someone who feels like giving up. They need to know it is possible to endure. By sharing, you become the messenger heaven uses to lift them. If this word has spoken to you, do not keep it silent. Let it breathe. Like this message as a witness that your spirit recognizes it. Subscribe so you remain connected to more words heaven wants to place into your life, so that when the next revelation is released, you do not miss it. This is not about numbers, it is about alignment. When you stay connected, you stay in the flow of what heaven is saying for your journey. Chosen one, your test has already proven what you carry. Do not doubt yourself anymore. The same endurance that brought you through will now carry you into promise. The final test was not meant to break you, it was meant to reveal you. And now, revealed you shall be. Chosen one, the shift in the spirit has already begun. Do you feel it? That weight which once pressed you down is no longer the same, it has lifted. The atmosphere around you is not what it used to be. You sense that something invisible has turned in your favor, though you cannot fully explain it. That is because heaven has unlocked doors that no man can shut. The test is behind you, and now the reward of obedience is before you. Every chosen one comes to this moment, a turning point, when the invisible begins to shape the visible. For years you felt delayed. For years you wondered if you missed the timing. But what looked like delay was actually divine alignment. Heaven was not saying no. Heaven was saying, wait until the right hour. And now, that hour has come. The Apostle John records in the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 8, "See, I have placed before you an open door that no one can shut. I know that you have little strength, yet you have kept my word and have not denied my name." Beloved, that Scripture is your present reality. Doors that once slammed shut will now swing open without your effort. Opportunities you thought were gone will appear again, but this time you will be ready to walk through them. Understand this, The shift in the Spirit is not something you earned with perfection, but something you received because of faithfulness. You did not deny the name of the Lord. Even when silence tried to break you, you kept His word close to your heart. Even when the world mocked your faith. That is why this door belongs to you now. Chosen one. Take a moment to look back. The places where you were rejected will no longer define you. The seasons where you felt barren are about to bloom. What once was your desert is about to become your garden. Heaven is making rivers flow in your wilderness. You endured drought, but now the rain is falling. This shift will not always be visible to others at first. Some will still treat you as though you are in the old season. Do not be discouraged by that. The recognition of men comes after the declaration of heaven. Heaven has already spoken over you. You are entering. You are crossing over. You are moving into the place promised long ago. Chosen one. This is the moment to seal your alignment with the shift. Do not let this be just another word you hear. Mark it. Respond to it. Declare your place in it. That is why I invite you now to type the number 444 inches the comments. This is not a random act, but a prophetic sign. 4 is the number of stability, of foundations, of the corners of the earth. By writing 444, you are declaring that your foundation is firm, your season is secured, and your steps are ordered by heaven. And as you write it, let your spirit say, I am stepping into the open door. Each number becomes a reminder that what was once unstable in your life is now becoming steady. What was once shaky is now being made firm. Heaven has shifted the ground beneath you, and you are standing on unshakable promises. Beloved, the shift is real. You feel it in your spirit because heaven has already declared it. Step into it boldly. The doors are open. The time is now. The shift has begun. And nothing, no man, no demon, no doubt can shut what God has opened. Chosen one. Have you noticed how the atmosphere changes when you walk into a room? Some people cannot explain why they feel uneasy around you. Some suddenly shift their tone. Their eyes grow restless, or they avoid you altogether. This is not because of who you are in the natural, it is because of the light you carry in the spirit. Your very presence exposes what hides in darkness. The battles you faced in life were not random misfortunes. They were spiritual indicators of the threat you posed to the kingdom of darkness. Demonic forces knew who you were before you did. That is why the attacks against you felt relentless. That is why the enemy tried to wear you down with constant rejection, loss, and confusion. If you were ordinary, you would not have been targeted. But because you carry extraordinary light, you became a target from the beginning. Chosen one. Your light is not just a gentle glow, it is a blazing fire that disrupts the enemy's plans. Darkness cannot remain comfortable in your presence. People who are not aligned with truth often feel exposed when you are near, because your spirit reveals what their words try to hide. Some of the strange hostility you have faced in life was never truly about you. It was about the light of God shining through you. Remember when you wondered, why do people dislike me without reason? It was not personal, it was spiritual. When you enter a space, the darkness in others feels threatened. Demons grow restless because your presence reminds them of the authority of heaven. You were not sent to blend in with them. You were sent to disturb them. That is why conflict followed you, even when you sought peace. The Spirit of the Lord speaks in the book of Acts, chapter 1, verse 8. You will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes on you, and you will be my witnesses in Jerusalem, and in all Judea and Samaria, and to the ends of the earth. That power rests on you, and darkness recognizes it. You may not always feel powerful, but the enemy feels your power. You may not see yourself as mighty, but the kingdom of darkness trembles at your anointing. This is why your journey has been so heavy. Every chosen one must endure spiritual resistance. For the light they carry is not meant to be hidden. The fire inside you burns against the shadows, and that fire has drawn battles into your path. Yet every battle was proof of your calling. If you had no light, there would be no warfare. But because you shine, the war is fierce. Chosen one, you must learn to see opposition as confirmation. The attacks you endured were not signs of weakness. They were evidence that you are dangerous to hell. When discouragement pressed against you, when despair tried to silence you, when temptation whispered in your ear, those were signs that darkness feared what you were about to become. And still, you stood. You may not know it, but you have already shifted atmospheres. Your prayers have disrupted plans you could not see. Your words have broken chains over people you did not even realize were bound. Your endurance has testified to others that survival is possible. Light does not need to announce itself, it simply shines. And that is what you have done. Even in your lowest seasons you shone. So hold this truth close, your light terrifies darkness. Do not dim yourself to make others comfortable. Do not silence yourself to avoid conflict. You were chosen to confront, to disrupt, to bring heaven's fire into places where shadows linger. Stand boldly, chosen one, for the same power that raised Christ from the dead is alive within you. That power will never be extinguished, and your light will never be overcome. Chosen one, what you once mistook as delay was never denial. The waiting seasons of your life, the times when everything seemed to move forward for others while you remained still, were not wasted years. They were years of hidden preparation. Heaven was not holding you back to punish you. Heaven was shaping you to sustain the weight of what was coming. Think of the seed hidden in the ground. For a time, it looks lifeless. The soil covers it, and from the outside it seems as though nothing is happening. Yet, beneath the soil, roots are forming. Structure is being built, and strength is being developed. Without that hidden work, the seed would never survive the wind once it breaks through the surface. That is the same process you endured. You were buried, not forgotten. You were hidden, not abandoned. Chosen one. The delay was an act of mercy. If the door had opened before you were ready, the weight of responsibility might have crushed you. If the blessing had arrived too soon, you may have mishandled it. Heaven loved you enough to protect you from premature exposure. While you cried for acceleration, God was whispering, "Not yet, for I am still building you." The prophet Habakkuk wrote in the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3, "For the revelation awaits an appointed time. It speaks of the end and will not prove false. Though it linger, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay." That appointed time is now drawing near. The revelation spoken over your life was never cancelled, only preserved until the right hour. During the hidden years, heaven refined your heart. You learned the value of humility when pride tried to creep in. You discovered the strength of resilience when despair whispered defeat. You grew in wisdom through mistakes, and in compassion through pain. Every hidden season gave you qualities you could not have gained in the spotlight. Now, when you step into the open, you will not be shaken, because your roots run deep. Do you realize, beloved, that some of the most powerful preparation happens where no one sees? The battles you fought alone, the prayers you whispered in secret, the tears you shed when no one was watching, these became the foundation of your anointing. Others may only see the fruit when it blossoms, but heaven sees the years of hidden labor that produced it. Chosen one, the hiddenness also protected you from enemies who would have tried to destroy you too soon. The reason certain people overlooked you was not because you lacked value, but because heaven shielded you from premature recognition. The enemy could not strike what he could not see. You were hidden in plain sight, preserved for the moment of unveiling. Now, the signs of shifting are here. What once felt like delay will soon reveal itself as perfect timing. The very doors that seemed locked will now open smoothly. The opportunities that once bypassed you will now come searching for you. What seemed like wasted time will be redeemed in double measure. Because God restores not just the years, but the strength you invested in waiting. So take heart. Chosen one, do not resent the years of preparation. They were not wasted, they were sacred. They formed the version of you that is now ready to carry influence without collapsing. You were hidden to be revealed. You were delayed to be prepared. And now, heaven's timepiece strikes the hour. The waiting season ends, and the unveiling begins. Chosen one, do you remember those nights when the edge felt too close? You stood at the border between holding on and letting go. The weight of despair whispered in your ear, promising relief if you would only surrender. The temptation to quit knocked harder than any door of opportunity. It was in that moment, standing at the edge, that heaven leaned closer to see your response. You did not realize how much was at stake. One decision could have shifted your entire destiny. Yet even with trembling hands and weary bones, you chose obedience. You chose to keep walking when every voice in your head screamed, "Stop." That moment silent, hidden, unseen by men, was celebrated by angels. You proved loyal when the pressure was unbearable. Chosen one, the reason it felt so heavy was because you were passing through the narrowest part of your path. At the edge, everything in you was tested: your faith, your courage, your trust. Hell hoped you would stumble. Darkness waited to claim your surrender. But heaven knew there was a fire inside you that could not be extinguished. That is why, even in your weakest hour, you found a strength not your own. The psalmist testifies in the book of Psalms, chapter 91, verse 1. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. That shelter kept you, while despair tried to push you into the abyss. The shadow of the Almighty covered you. You may have felt alone, but the truth is that you were resting under wings greater than you knew. Chosen one, think of the power of your yes in that moment. It did not look dramatic. There were no lights, no applause, no recognition. It was simply you whispering, "I will not give up." Yet in the spirit, that whisper shook foundations. That whisper declared to heaven and hell alike that you belong fully to God. And this is why you are still here. The edge did not consume you. The fire did not burn you. The waters did not drown you. You stand today because heaven carried you through the very place that should have ended you. The edge became your altar. where obedience was proven stronger than despair. Beloved, never underestimate what happens in small choices. Great destiny is not forged in moments of applause, but in moments of silence when no one is watching. Every time you chose faith over fear, you were carving a path deeper into your purpose. Every time you chose to obey rather than to escape, you were proving your loyalty to the one who called you. And now, chosen one, it is time to declare your victory, not for my sake, but for yours. In the comments, type these 3 words: I choose obedience. Let this be your prophetic act today. By writing it, you are confirming what heaven already knows, that even at the edge, you will not bow to despair. You are declaring to your own soul that obedience is your crown. Do not take this lightly. When you put those words down, you are sealing the testimony of your endurance. You are telling every lie of the enemy that tried to break you, I did not quit, and I will not quit. You are reminding yourself that the edge was not your end, but your beginning. Chosen one, heaven smiles because you stood when everything tried to knock you down. You have proven that you are loyal not only in blessing, but in battle, and that loyalty is what marks you as chosen. Chosen one, though the world has not yet placed a crown upon your head, heaven already has. You are crowned in secret, long before recognition arrives, long before applause echoes, long before titles are given. Heaven has declared you royalty. You may not see the crown with your natural eyes, but in the spirit it shines brightly, marking you as one entrusted with authority. You must understand this mystery. Authority is given in the secret place, not in public ceremonies. Men may wait for thrones and recognition, but heaven bestows crowns when no one is watching. While you knelt in prayer when no one cared, while you forgave when bitterness would have been easier, while you stayed faithful when walking away seemed safer, that was when heaven placed the crown upon your head. The Apostle Paul charges in the first letter to Timothy, chapter 6, verse 12, "Fight the good fight of the faith, take hold of the eternal life." Beloved, every struggle you endured was part of that good fight. And because you kept fighting, the crown of life has been secured for you. Look closely at your journey. You have walked through rejection, silence, hidden preparation, and the edge of despair. Each stage was not random, it was a process. And at the end of that process, heaven crowned you in secret. No one else had to witness it. No one else had to approve it. God Himself has honored you in the courts of heaven. And soon, what is hidden will be revealed. The authority you carry inwardly will begin to manifest outwardly. The respect, the influence, the voice, the opportunities, they will come, not because men suddenly decided to approve you, but because heaven already sealed your authority. You are crowned, and the world will be unable to ignore what God has placed upon you. Chosen one, this crown is not fragile. It cannot be stolen by envy. It cannot be removed by betrayal. It cannot be mocked out of existence. What God crowns, no man can uncrown. That is why you must hold your head high, even in rooms where people still treat you as if you are lesser. They are blind to what heaven already sees. You are royalty walking in disguise, but soon the disguise will lift. And because this truth is weighty, I invite you to take a simple but powerful step. If this word resonates in your spirit, let it not stay hidden. Share it so that another weary soul may be reminded of the crown already placed on them. Like this message, not as a casual action, but as a witness that you recognize the crown on your own life. And subscribe, beloved, so you remain connected to words that keep your spirit aligned with heaven's voice. This is not about numbers, it is about staying in the flow of divine confirmation that fuels your walk. You are crowned in secret, but you will not remain hidden forever. The day of unveiling is near. Stand tall, chosen one, for your authority is secure. The crown sits firmly, not by the hand of men, but by the decree of heaven. Chosen one, the enemies who mocked you will not escape the testimony of your elevation. They saw you in your valley and laughed. They pointed at your tears and whispered, "Where is their God now?" They assumed your silence meant defeat and your hidden season meant failure. Yet, heaven was only preparing the stage for their astonishment. Those who mocked you were unknowingly fulfilling prophecy. Every scoff, every sneer, every careless word was a setup for the table God was preparing. Do you remember the psalmist's words? The psalmist rejoices in the book of Psalms, chapter 23, verse 5. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. That scripture is not only poetry, it is your reality. The table is already set, and your enemies will have no choice but to watch as God elevates you. Think of Joseph, betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, imprisoned for crimes he did not commit. His enemies thought they buried him. Yet the very ones who betrayed him were later forced to come to him for provision. That same pattern follows you. Chosen one, the voices that mocked you will soon witness your rise. And some will even need what you carry. Do not misunderstand this truth. Elevation is not given so that you can boast over them. It is given so that God's glory is revealed through you. When those who despised you see that you are still standing, still shining, still walking in authority, they will realize that no scheme against you could prevail. Their laughter will be silenced, and your endurance will preach louder than any argument you could ever make. Chosen one, the enemies of your past were never really fighting you. They were resisting what you carried. Darkness used them to try to discourage you, hoping you would lay down your assignment before it manifested. That is why some people seemed irrationally hostile toward you, even when you did nothing against them. Your light irritated their darkness, and so they lashed out. But take comfort, what they meant for harm, God turned into shaping. Their betrayal deepened your compassion. Their mockery sharpened your focus. Their rejection drove you closer to God. Without realizing it, they contributed to your preparation. And now, heaven will make sure they see the fruit of what they once despised. Chosen one, your elevation will not be hidden. When God lifts you, He does it in such a way that even those who resist cannot deny it. They may try to downplay it, but they cannot ignore it. They may grit their teeth, but they will still be forced to acknowledge what heaven has done. Your enemies will not be destroyed, they will be witnesses. And in that moment, the power of grace will shine. For even as they watch your overflow, your heart will not be filled with vengeance. The trials you endured have purified you of bitterness. You will not gloat, you will simply shine. Your victory will be silent proof, requiring no defense, only presence. So do not waste energy on anger toward those who hurt you. Their role in your story is already complete. They proved themselves temporary, while you proved yourself eternal. Their words may have wounded, but your destiny remains untouched. And now, the God who anointed your head with oil will ensure that your enemies see the overflow they once doubted would ever come. Chosen one, stand firm. Elevation is near, and when it comes, you will walk with dignity. Your enemies will watch, but their gaze will only magnify the glory of God upon you. Chosen one, there are moments in life when everything aligns: the waiting, the pain, the silence. The hidden years all converge into one divine unlocking. You are standing in that very moment now. The doors are open. The heavens are leaning low. What was once delayed is now released. Because divine timing has finally met your readiness. You must see this clearly. Heaven does not release blessing at random. God watches, waits, and prepares until the moment when you are strong enough to carry it. There were seasons when you asked, "Why not now?" and heaven whispered, "Not yet." But now, the whisper has changed to, "Go forward." The tests have been passed. The refining has been completed, and your spirit has proven ready. The prophet Joel proclaimed in the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 25, "I will repay you for the years the locusts have eaten, the great locust and the young locust, the other locusts, and the locust swarm, my great army that I sent among you." Chosen one, heaven promises repayment. The years you thought were lost will be restored. The tears you thought were wasted will become seeds of joy. The strength you spent in silence will return as double portion. Beloved, this is not just about restoration, it is about acceleration. When divine unlocking takes place, time bends. What took others years to achieve, you will achieve in months. What seemed impossible yesterday will become normal tomorrow. When God unlocks a door, He also commands time to redeem itself. That is why you will see sudden shifts, sudden opportunities, sudden alignments that make you wonder, how did this happen so quickly? It is because heaven has chosen this hour for you. But here is the mystery: unlocking also requires response. A door can be open, yet if you never walk through it, nothing changes. A blessing can be released, yet if you never receive it in faith, it bears no fruit. That is why this moment is holy. You must respond. You must declare with your own spirit that you are stepping into the open door, that you are aligned with the shift, that you are ready to carry what heaven is pouring out. And so, chosen one, as a prophetic act of agreement, I invite you to write the number 555 inches, the comments. This is not superstition, it is symbolism. The number 5 represents grace, and 555 is a triple seal of abundant grace. By typing it, you are declaring, "I receive the grace to step into my unlocked season. I will not let this door pass me by." Each digit becomes a reminder that heaven is pouring grace over your life. Not just enough to survive, but more than enough to flourish. When you write it, let your spirit whisper, "The door is open, and I will walk through it." Let it be a signature of faith, marking this day as the beginning of your unlocking. Heaven does not need your comment, but your soul does. It is the act of aligning your physical action with your spiritual revelation. Chosen one, remember, this moment will never return in the same way again. Do not treat it lightly. Mark it. Seal it. Step boldly into it. The unlocking has come. and your faith will carry you through the open door into everything heaven has prepared. Chosen one. There is a reason your voice has felt heavy, as though it carried more weight than the words themselves. That is because your voice is not meant to be just sound, it is a trumpet. Heaven has anointed your words to awaken what is sleeping, to stir what has been dormant, and to confront what hides in darkness. When you speak, atmospheres shift. You may not always feel it, but those who listen know it. Your words cut deeper than casual conversation, because your voice carries the fire of your journey. Every tear you shed, every trial you endured, every rejection you overcame, these are woven into the sound of your testimony. That is why your voice pierces hearts. It is not merely opinion, it is anointed witness. The Apostle John records in the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 15, his voice was like the sound of rushing waters. Chosen one. That same Spirit breathes through you. When you release your words, they are not empty. They are streams that refresh, waves that cleanse, and rivers that break through obstacles. That is why some feel renewed when you speak, while others feel unsettled. The trumpet of your voice carries the authority of heaven. But with that authority comes responsibility. You cannot use your words carelessly. You cannot treat your voice as common, for what you release has impact, and heaven holds you accountable for it. That is why you have endured silence, so that when you speak, you will choose your words with intention. That is why you were misunderstood, so that when you speak now, you will know how to pierce through confusion with clarity. Chosen one. You are called to awaken others. Your voice is meant to sound the alarm for those trapped in compromise. It is meant to comfort the brokenhearted, to strengthen the weary, and to confront the proud. Sometimes, your words will bring healing like gentle rain. Other times, they will roar like thunder to shake people out of their sleep. Do not be afraid of either, for both are necessary. Think about how many times your words have already carried power without you realizing it. A simple encouragement you gave in passing kept someone alive another day. A prayer you whispered over a name carried more weight than armies. A word you released in obedience stirred someone's spirit to remember who they were. You thought it was small, but in the spirit it was thunder. The enemy has always known the power of your voice. That is why he tried to silence you. That is why he sent fear, doubt, and intimidation against you. That is why some people mocked your words, hoping you would shrink back into silence. But you are still speaking. You are still declaring, and every time you do, chains break, even when you do not see it. Beloved, you must begin to see your voice as a mantle. It is not just for casual use, it is for divine assignment. Use it to awaken the slumbering. Use it to call the lost back home. Use it to lift the weary who have forgotten their strength. Your voice is a trumpet. And trumpets are not meant to stay quiet. They are meant to sound at the appointed time. Chosen one. That appointed time is now. Do not doubt the weight of your words. Do not question whether your voice matters. You were chosen to carry sound that shakes the earth. And as you continue to release it, heaven will amplify it beyond what you could ever imagine. Chosen one. Every scar on your life carries a story, and every story carries glory. What once seemed like wounds too deep to heal have now become testimonies that radiate light. You may have wished that those seasons of pain had never happened, but heaven has repurposed them. They no longer speak of defeat, they speak of endurance, redemption, and transformation. Think back to the betrayals that cut you the deepest. At the time, it felt as though your heart would never recover. But now, when you look at those same scars, you see how they shaped you. They taught you discernment. They taught you resilience. They taught you how to depend on God alone. Those betrayals carved space within you for greater wisdom, and that wisdom now shines as light for others walking through similar darkness. The Apostle Paul writes in the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 18, "I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us." Chosen one, this truth rests upon your life. What you suffered does not compare to the radiance that flows through you now. The glory outweighs the pain. The scars, once heavy, have become jewels of testimony. Beloved, every wound has produced a new dimension of your calling. When you lost what you thought you needed, compassion grew within you for others who experience loss. When you endured seasons of loneliness, empathy was birthed in you for those who feel forgotten. When you faced fear, courage was forged in your spirit. The enemy meant for these moments to destroy you, but God turned them into ingredients of your assignment. Chosen one, scars are powerful because they are permanent reminders of battles won. They show where you have been struck, but they also show that you survived. They are proof to every watching eye that pain is not the end. And when you reveal your scars with humility, others find strength to keep walking. They see in you that survival is possible. Never underestimate how God uses your brokenness. The parts of you that were shattered became open spaces for His light to pour in. The very cracks you once tried to hide are now windows through which His glory shines the brightest. That is why people are drawn to you. Even when you feel unworthy, they see the light of redemption flowing through the places where you once bled. Chosen one, you carry authority in areas where you once carried pain. You can speak to those who are grieving because you have grieved. You can encourage those in despair because you have endured despair. You can guide those in confusion because you have walked through confusion yourself. Your scars have become your credentials, qualifying you to minister life in places where others only see death. And let this truth settle deep in your heart: God wastes nothing. Every tear you cried was collected. Every silent night was remembered. Every scar was written into your story as a chapter of victory. When others look at you and see pain, heaven looks at you and sees power. So, beloved, do not despise your scars. Reveal them with boldness, for they are not shameful, they are glorious. They are not proof of weakness, they are proof of triumph. They are not reminders of what broke you, they are reminders of how you rose again. The glory within you shines most brightly through the places you were once wounded, and that glory cannot be hidden. Chosen one, the journey you have walked has forged something unshakable within you. You are no longer the same person who began this path in weakness and uncertainty. Through fire, through silence, through rejection and waiting, you have emerged unstoppable. Nothing the enemy tried has broken you. Every scheme fell short. Every attack only revealed more of the strength that heaven placed within you. You are unshakable, unmovable, and chosen for this exact moment in history. Think of the times when it looked like you would never rise again. Think of the seasons when despair whispered that your story was over. Yet here you are, still breathing, still standing, still shining. That is the power of endurance. That is the mark of the chosen. The enemy counted you out, but heaven wrote you in. The prophet Zechariah records in the book of Zechariah, chapter 4, verse 6, "Not by might nor by power, but by my Spirit, says the Lord Almighty." Chosen one, this is why you are unstoppable. It has never depended on your own strength. Every victory has been sustained by His Spirit working through you. Chosen one, now your crown shines, not only because heaven declared it, but because you chose it. Crowns are not for the faint-hearted. Crowns are for those who remain faithful in both silence and storm, and you are one of them. That is why the heavens echo today, you are unstoppable. But now, do not keep this to yourself. There are others wandering in the darkness, believing they are finished, not knowing they too can rise. Share this message so that their hearts may be reminded of what is possible. Let your action become part of their awakening. By sharing, you place a torch in someone else's hand, lighting a fire where despair once reigned. And if this word is stirring in your spirit, let your response be seen, like this message, not for me, but as a testimony that you recognize yourself in these words. Let it be a declaration: yes, I am chosen. Yes, I am unstoppable. Then, subscribe, not as an empty action, but as a decision to remain aligned with the flow of what heaven is pouring out. By staying connected, you keep your spirit refreshed with words that carry you deeper into your destiny. Finally, beloved, let this be a moment of public declaration. In the comments, write these 3 words: I choose my crown. Simple, but powerful. Each word is a seal. You are declaring not only that you have endured, but that you accept your identity as royalty. You are proclaiming to yourself, to heaven, and to every watching eye that you are not shrinking back, but stepping forward. Do not underestimate the power of such an act. Words shape destiny, and when you write those words, you are sealing the covenant of victory over your life. You are saying that no matter what comes, you will not abandon your crown. You will not exchange it for compromise. You will wear it boldly, as a chosen one marked by heaven's authority. Chosen one, lift your head, walk tall, shine without apology, for you are unstoppable, and the world has yet to see the fullness of the glory you carry. Chosen one, the mantle over your life is no longer dormant. It is awake, alive, and ignited. What you once carried silently as hidden potential has now become an active assignment. You are not simply surviving anymore, you are commissioned. Heaven has placed responsibility upon you, and you can feel the weight of it in your spirit. For years, it seemed as though your fire flickered in secret. You knew you carried something, but you wondered when it would emerge, when it would become visible, when it would have impact. That time has now arrived. The mantle, once wrapped quietly around your shoulders, is now burning with power. Every trial you endured was preparation. Every scar became a seal. Every season of silence shaped you to handle the responsibility that is now unfolding. Chosen one, a mantle is not an accessory. It is not given for decoration. It is a mark of assignment. It is a covering from heaven that equips you to walk in authority and carry light into places where shadows linger. And your mantle has been forged through fire. Others may carry titles, but you carry scars. Others may hold positions, but you hold authenticity. That is why your mantle is rare and unshakable. The Apostle Peter reminds us in the first letter of Peter, chapter 4, verse 11, "If anyone speaks, they should do so as one who speaks the very words of God." This is the essence of your mantle when you speak. Heaven echoes when you serve. Heaven strengthens. It is no longer just you, it is God moving through you. Chosen one. This ignition means you will notice a shift in your life. Conversations will carry more weight. Prayers will feel sharper. Dreams will become clearer. Situations that once drained you will now reveal your authority over them. The mantle changes not only what you do, but also how the world responds to you. Some will be drawn to your light, desperate for the hope you carry. Others may resist you, unsettled by the power you release. Do not be surprised. The mantle divides, it separates the aligned from the misaligned. Beloved, the ignition of your assignment also means responsibility. You cannot walk casually anymore. The authority you carry requires intentionality. Your choices matter more. Your words carry greater consequence. Your presence impacts environments in ways you may not immediately perceive. This is not to burden you, but to remind you you are no longer ordinary. You are carrying something that heaven expects you to steward faithfully. Think of Elijah, who wore his mantle not as a symbol of pride, but as a channel of power. His mantle parted waters, called down fire, and passed on legacy to Elisha. Your mantle carries the same potential. It is not about theatrics, it is about transformation. Wherever you go, atmospheres shift. Wherever you walk, heaven follows. Chosen one. The ignition of this mantle also awakens nations within you. Perhaps you do not yet see the scope, but heaven's vision for you is vast. You are not called only for yourself, or even just for those close to you. You are called to carry light into spaces and territories that desperately need it. Some of these may be physical places. Others may be spiritual or cultural environments. Wherever the darkness is thick, your mantle burns brightest. And know this, you are not alone in this assignment. The same Spirit that placed the mantle upon you sustains you in it. The burden is heavy only if you try to carry it in your own strength. But when you walk in, step with the Spirit. The mantle is not a burden, it is a fire that purifies, empowers, and guides. Chosen one, step into this ignition without fear. Your assignment has begun. The mantle is alive, and the world, though it may not recognize it yet, will soon see the light you were always destined to release. Chosen one, you have reached the seal of your journey. The test is behind you, and the glory ahead of you. Everything that once threatened to destroy you has now become part of your testimony. You stand not as a victim of trials, but as a witness of triumph. Heaven has already marked this chapter as complete, and the next page is written with light. For so long, you walked carrying questions. You asked why the burden was so heavy, why the rejection cut so deep, why the silence lasted so long. But now you see that it was all part of the proving ground. Every unanswered prayer was not neglect, but preparation. Every closed door was not punishment, but redirection. Every valley was not your grave, it was your training ground. And because you endured, the seal of destiny rests upon you. The Apostle Paul declares in the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 4, Verse 7, I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Chosen one. This scripture is not only Paul's testimony, it echoes in your spirit too. You fought the good fight. You finished the tests set before you. You kept your faith intact. Even when the night was long and the answers delayed. Beloved, understand what this means. The crown is not merely promised. It is secured. Your endurance has written your name in the records of heaven as one who remained faithful. You were pressed, but not crushed, struck down, but not destroyed, misunderstood, but never forsaken. And now, the eternal seal rests upon you, marking you as unshakable. What lies ahead is not uncertainty, but unveiling. The fire you carry will not stay hidden. The mantle that has been ignited will move through nations, through generations, through lives that you have yet to touch. You may not yet see the full picture, but heaven already sees the ripple. Every step you take now carries weight beyond yourself. Your obedience becomes legacy, and your endurance becomes inheritance for others. Chosen one, you must also rest in this truth: the seal of destiny cannot be undone. No voice of envy, no plot of darkness, no mistake of man can erase what heaven has decreed over you. The signature of God upon your life is final. The door that has been opened cannot be shut. The crown that rests upon your head cannot be removed. Take comfort in knowing that even in the days ahead, when new battles rise, you will never fight as one untested. You will fight as one proven, crowned, and sealed. Your scars remind you of past victories, and your mantle reminds you of present authority. You are not starting over, you are moving forward with every tool heaven has already placed within you. So, walk boldly. Chosen one. Let your steps echo with confidence. Let your words carry authority. Let your presence testify of the one who brought you through every storm. The test was long. The fire was fierce. But you emerged refined, radiant, and unstoppable. The seal of destiny is upon you, and nothing can overturn it. Chosen one. The journey we have walked together through these words has brought you to a place of clarity. You are marked, sealed, and unstoppable. Every tear, every silence, every scar, and every battle was not wasted. It was shaping you into the vessel you are today, a carrier of light, a witness of grace, and a bearer of authority. This moment is not an ending, it is a beginning. Heaven has declared over you that the final test is behind you, and destiny now unfolds before you. What once weighed you down has become the very strength that lifts you up. You are stepping into days where your light will shine brighter, where your voice will echo louder, and where your presence will disrupt darkness with unshakable power. And so, I speak to you directly. With sincerity and urgency, do not let this word stop with you. If you recognize yourself in these pages, if your spirit burns with agreement, then let your action mirror your faith. Like this message as a testimony that you receive it. Share it, so that another weary soul may awaken to their own chosenness. Subscribe, so you do not miss the continual flow of revelation heaven has aligned for you. Finally, let your voice be heard. Comment below. Even a simple declaration from you can seal this word in your spirit. By writing, you are not only responding, you are testifying that you are aligned with heaven's decree. Chosen one, the crown rests upon your head. The seal is upon your life, and your light has already begun to rise. Step boldly into it.